Okay, push the button. Let's go.
All right, let me go here. Let me go there. Go back to this page. And go up to
Like I
the
say, I take a
top,
look
and
at
go
these
this one
lists,
over
man.
here,
It's
go
like,
to
God.
this page, and press this button. And since we're running late, we'll use the fast one.
60, 59.
Frank
Yeah,
only
this is
wishes
the
he
countdown
was
to the
good.
Slade and Mayson show.
I wish he had that
There
kind
used to be
of
a
a mind.
countdown to the
Where are
Slade
we?
and
What?
Mayson
Oh, that's the
show.
fast one. Okay. Yep.
38.
Yep.
Right now, 37. You're listening
36.
to the countdown
35.
to the Slade and Mayson
33.
show. 11. Yes.
11.
This is our countdown to the Slade and Mayson
AI.
6, 2, 1.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios,
We got
deep
back to regular
in
speed.
the heart of Virginia. It's the Slade and Mason Show.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mason Show.
For those of you who cannot appreciate what just happened, we if you are a new listener to the Slade and Mason Show, we have a regular countdown that goes 59,
Yes.
58. This is the count. So it's like, and when we're
ready.
doing a short show, again, we just let that thing just go on.
Right.
But when we are doing when we're coming in late, we use the short one, which is about 11 seconds.
And there's a history behind it. Now, the story behind the history is we used to do this live on another platform, and people used to like go, when are you guys starting? I was like, we're starting now. I don't hear. Is there a delay? I'm like, oh my God. I said, screw it. I'm just putting a countdown. So it did a 1 minute countdown. And it just stuck. So we've always had the 1 minute countdown. But anyway, welcome, boys and girls, to the Slade and Mason Show. I don't know where you landed from.
Today.
Yeah, don't hang up. Don't navigate off your screen. Don't touch a dial. You
Don't
are
go to the bathroom, man. If you didn't go, you got to hold it.
You got to do the pee-pee dance, okay? Because this is the Slade and Mason Show. We are stealing an hour of your time to share with you news stories and things we see throughout the week. It's our take on it. It's just like a radio program, but
it's nothing like a radio program.
Wait a minute. Do you have headphones on?
Yes.
Do you have a microphone in front of you?
I do.
Is there a mixer off to the side? Yes or no?
That's not what you call it on a bad day. A piece of something, something.
Okay.
I don't know, sheets.
Rhymes with fire truck. So yeah, we're just like a radio program, only
we're kinda. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a kinda.
But we're broadcasting to you so that you can enjoy what's going on here. All the music you listen to, even that intro, that was brought to you by Dano Music because, well, we got grandfathered in years ago. There's a picture from Instagram if you want to check us out in 2016, Twitter from 2022. There's two from Meta, which is Facebook, which is whatever it is, from last year. We should do one for this year. Anyway, listen, give it a listen. Try it. You'll enjoy this program. Share it with your friends. Let people know what's going on. Ted, Derek, guys, welcome aboard once again. And as always, we're brought to you by Icy Something, Icy Treats. Now, this is the part of the show where things take a nosedive. And JD turns on his Andy Rooney and starts griping and crying about the world and how horrible we are. And so with that in mind, I'm going to hand the keys over to you, Mr. Slade. What do you have for us this morning for your Sunday morning observation?
Well, of course, looking at the calendar, it tells me that today would be the last day of the season of Augustus.
Mm-hmm. And then we killed him.
We are coming into September, the pumpkin-flavored warning shot before the chaos of the holidays. So let me spin you a little yarn. My September rant. September, the month of change, doom, and pumpkin spice regret.
Great.
Everybody says September is the middle of change. Yeah, change, all right. Change from summer freedom to fall misery. September is like nature's way of saying, okay, kids, I hope you enjoyed sweating like livestock because Now you're going to be cold in the morning, hot in the afternoon, and swearing and sneezing very seriously. The weather is like Mother Nature forgot to take her meds. One day it's blazing like mid-July, and the next morning you step outside and suddenly feels like you walked into a freezer at Costco. You leave to work in a hoodie. By lunchtime, you're peeling layers like onion in a sauce. And no wonder that everyone gets sick in September. It's like, look, our mommies and our immune systems just throw up their hands and say, okay, you know what? I quit. Now, it's interesting because I'm going to try an experiment because it's like, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to associate with anybody in September and see if I get sick.
What about me? What about me?
Well, see, that's why we can do this long distance.
Okay.
And then there's school.
Oh,
yeah. September is the return of the academic torture chamber. Parents spent all summer trying to survive their kids running around the house, and now suddenly it's quiet again. At first, that silence feels like heaven. But give it a week, and by week 2, you are knee-deep in homework help, wondering where did they start teaching math and hieroglyphics? Did I miss a Rosetta Stone course over the summer?
You add the hundreds, then you take the tens and you put them off to the side. Then you find 100 that matches and put the 7 in the other side. Then you take the first parts of the second down. It's real easy, see?
And your kid's sitting there asking you about algebra while you're Googling, is long division still legal?
No. What we do is we parse out the answers and you go ahead and find them. Guesstimate. You put the guesstimate.
And my friend, you don't even have to be psychic to know what I'm going to talk about next. Let us not forget the pumpkin spice invasion. Every September, pumpkin spice comes crawling back, well, like a clingy ex. It's in your coffee, your muffins, your cereal, your air freshener. I swear, I saw pumpkin spice motor oil last year. Everything turns orange. You can't even trust potato chips anymore. Yeah, one bag's barbecue. The rest is pumpkin spice disappointment. And speaking of orange, September is football season, which means half the population becomes fanatical lunatics every Sunday. Perfectly calm people in August suddenly turn into scream monsters, overgrown toddlers in jerseys by September. And you can always tell who's a diehard fan because they're the ones screaming at the television like the quarterback can hear them through the screen. Run the ball, you idiot. Sir, you're in your living room and eating nachos.
Yeah.
You are not the offensive coordinator. Meanwhile, September tries to trick you with its little holidays. Labor Day. You know what Labor Day is? It's the one day America says, we appreciate your hard work. Now go grill a hot dog and shut up because work starts again tomorrow.
Yep.
And just when you think that you get a break, here comes the dreadful back to school night. Nothing screams September quite like sitting in a tiny desk designed for a second grader while a teacher explains how your kid's future depends on a glue stick and a box of crayons. Then here comes the worst when you and I both suffer. Allergies. Lord, September pollen is like nature's glitter. Once it's in your system, it's never leaving. Ragweed is out here plotting your demise while you're sneezing like a busted foghorn. Half the country sounds like Darth Vader in September. You're not sure if you're catching a cold or just inhaling tree dust like a vacuum cleaner bag. And let's not forget the fashion disaster. September tells you it's time to get and pack away the summer shorts, but you don't really want to. So you end up, that awkward combo of shorts and a hoodie. Looking like you got dressed during a house fire. It's 45 degrees in the morning, so you're freezing. But then it's 85 by afternoon, and you're sweating like you're in like a yoga class. September is the only month where you can get hypothermia and heat stroke in the same day. And the biggest September curse of all, is stores. September is when retail completely loses its damn mind. You walk in for milk and suddenly you're surrounded by Halloween skeletons, Thanksgiving turkeys, and Christmas decorations in September. You're like, wait a minute. It's still technically summer. So Walmart is already playing jingle bells while you're standing there in flip-flops holding a sunscreen. By September 15th, Santa Claus is basically the manager.
Yeah.
So, September, the month of change, the month from sweaty to chaos, sanity to chaos, the change from sweating through your clothes to sneezing through tissues. Yes, sir. The change from iced coffee to pumpkin spice regret. So buckle up, people, because if August has you warm up, September is the obstacle course. That's if you survive allergies, football rage, and the PTA. Congratulations. You win the right to enter October, where everything smells like fake cinnamon and your neighbor suddenly thinks 47 inflatable skeletons is tasteful decor.
Mm-hmm. and you know, Starbucks we have to thank for that, by the way.
Yes, we do.
We do.
It's like, people are blowing up Teslas, man. They really ought to burn down. I'm shooting them wrong.
Well,
it is their fault. It is their fault.
Guess what?
Oh, and again, and here is more jolly news to help you choke on whatever you're drinking or whatever you're eating, because artificial intelligence, it's not only the norm, it is our boss. And keeping his finger on the pulse of artificial intelligence is our AI reporter, Mr. Dan Mayson.
Thank you, JD. Thank you for those warm thoughts. All right, well, I got a few stories here. Taco Bell has finally decided they are rethinking their AI-powered drive-thrus because, well, there's some videos where a person will call up and they go, yeah, I'd like 18,000 glasses of water. That'll be fine. Great. Let me get this together. 18,000 glasses of water. Pull up to the second window and pay $0. So that's a problem. So then you have prompts where you go in, you go, yeah, I'd like two chamangalocos and a side of fries. Great. What about some drinks? No, I'm not interested. Great. What about some drinks? No, I don't want any drinks. I just want the chimalongos and the side of. Great. What about some drinks? No, I don't want any. I don't want any drinks. Great. What about some drinks? I'm not thirsty. Can you just get me my damn order? Sure. What about some drinks? So apparently, Taco Bell has decided, I guess it's not ready for prime time. Maybe we'll hold that off to the side. Now, for those of you in the know, Will Smith, among other things, Will Smith
anybody in the last 3
he
years.
hasn't punched anybody in a little while. So as long as you keep his damn wife's name out of his mouth. Anyway, so.
Out of your moving mouth.
Oh my gosh. All right, so oh, never mind. Eddie Murphy had a funny routine. But anyway, now, as you may or may not remember, about 2 years ago when AI first rolled out, people had used AI to get Will Smith to eat spaghetti. If you've ever seen it, it's the most evil-looking, twisted. It's like what it's imagine what you'd be like on LSD and watching someone eating spaghetti. Okay, that's the nearest thing I could think of, because you can kind of tell it's him, you can kind of tell it's spaghetti. Anyway, so fast forward. Apparently, this past week he had a release, and it was he was trying to get back into music, and it's called "You Can Make It." Now, here's the problem. Instead of having real people going, yay, you're back, woo, 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 and dancing in the background, he had AI fill in for like thousands of people, and you can see like people moving their hand from left to right, and all of a sudden, magically, the person standing now owns that hand, and it keeps moving down like it's anyway. So he has to deal with that out for it. That was weird. Then there is two interesting things coming up here. There is a new hierarchical reasoning model. So right now everything is LLM, language model. So they go, what's the language look like? Well, it looks like this. And then it goes back to the computer. And it says, what does it look like? It goes like this. And it goes back and forth and back and forth. And that's how ChatGPT works. But there's a new one called Hierarchical Reasoning Model, called an HRM, which basically puts things into clusters like our brain. And apparently, they can do it with just 27 million parameters, trained it on like 1,000 examples, and evidently when it was playing Sudoku, you know that game? Apparently, it blew it out of the water, where it was like 40% faster than any of the LLMs. So this is coming up as a new type of AI. Be afraid. Even faster and even smarter than what we got right now. And now, on the good
mighty
news,
computer, my mighty computer, right? We're gonna start bowing to you now. It's like it's just a matter of time.
All right,
you're right, Dano.
Wait, the last story I have. One last story. There is a new stethoscope. Hasn't changed in design in over 200 years. This one is like a step right out of Star Trek. It's a little tiny thing about the size of a card, a deck of cards, and you put it over your heart. It will tell you everything there is to know about your heart. It will do an analysis. It will do internal blood sampling flow rates. It will do expected life expectancy, all in a little tiny stethoscope when you go see your doctor. So be afraid. Be very, very, very afraid.
No, Dan. That's not even close. It is be afraid. Be very afraid.
Gosh, you are something else. Hey, you know what tomorrow is, right?
Monday.
Damn, you're good. Yes, it is Monday.
Yeah. It is the 1st of September.
Yes. So what is that day?
Labor Day.
Labor Day. So what do most people do on Labor Day?
Cook out, you know, again, that's like get out there, go to the stores and spend money. And again, I'll be doing neither of which.
All right. What's the last thing people can do before you want to?
You mean a back to school thing?
Well, before back to school, before you put all stuff away, before the cold sets in, where do people head out one last time?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're going to try and steal that one last day at the beach.
Yes. Well,
some of us.
Well, boys and girls.
Some of us will not be.
Well, just so you know, up and down the coast, there is major.
I never understand.
I'm going to get this word. Here we go. Major fecal contamination on U.S. beaches this Labor Day weekend. So keep your mouth closed. That's not a Tootsie Roll.
First you have to watch when you would walk in the park, and then you'd have to watch when you walk down the sidewalk.
Yep, you don't want to step on dog poop.
No.
Now you got to watch out and go, oh, look at that crab. He's playing with oh, God. Oh God!
So entertaining, man.
Look, you can't just be throwing that stuff out because don't keep dumping it in the ocean. Do you see whales pooping in like people's backyards? No, but here we are pooping in the whale's backyard. Do we find that appropriate?
Well, you see, again, listen. This is one more thing. Human beings are
out of sight, out of mind.
They're very nasty creatures, man.
Yes, they are.
Because, hey, you go on a plane.
No. That used to be. That doesn't anymore. That gets no. That does not get dropped. Now, yes, at the space station they jettison, but and remember. Today's coffee is yesterday's coffee, so that all gets filtered up there as well. So can you imagine? You're like, gee, this coffee kind of tastes. Oh, Gary, what were you eating yesterday? Oh, man, the filters couldn't even get that out, man.
He
Jeez.
smells like onions.
Oh, my gosh. You realize you up there, they said it smells like BO and farts. That's all you smell.
There's no, I mean,
They can
don't
filter.
have any showers.
Nope, no showers.
Like I say, it's not like you can just go into the little stall.
I mean, can you imagine you're off in the corner and someone is relieving themselves and you have to like be there and you know it's happening because you can smell.
And you can hear.
Yeah, there's no privacy up in space. That is one job I just could not. And you know, there's no break. There's no lunch break. You just keep doing it. You're there. That is a real labor of love.
The reason that you ever see them when they're floating, it looks like they're trying to get away from themselves.
Well, they have the fans going. They have carbon filters, but there's a limit. There's a limit.
Oh my
gosh.
See, I mean, like I say, we think about hardship.
We got it easy, boys and girls. You know, you step off that elevator, it's over. You know.
Oh God.
Oh man, did you see the debacle with Cracker Barrel?
Oh man, you know, look, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get people mad at me.
Go.
You know, I saw nothing wrong.
Look, first off, it's called Cracker, okay?
Now, listen, I'm sorry. I grew up in the 50s and 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I got to tell you, Aunt Jemima looked like Aunt Jemima until like 1978 when they decided to straighten her hair.
She was looking hot, man. Yeah.
I mean, a full makeup job by, Max Factor.
Yeah.
And, you know, again, and it just took away, supposedly it was so that people wouldn't be offended. Well, I'm offended at that because it's like what you saw in the old Aunt Jemima was basically a hardworking African-American woman, probably from the South, and probably, I would say, maybe, quote, turn of the century.
Okay.
Now, okay, so we did away with that. Listen, I mean, Uncle Ben always looked like Uncle Ben until like 1976, when then he started looking like Morgan Freeman.
Without the spots.
Without the spots. I mean, look, you know, again, the thing of it is that Uncle Ben was a real character. He was a real person. And so they just wanted to wipe that image away because we didn't want to offend anyone. Well, that offended me.
Okay.
So now this Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
You know, look, I'm gonna go out on a limb again because
go ahead.
Look, I don't really, since I don't design logos, I just know that when I see that old guy sitting at the barrel, I'm at Cracker Barrel. I mean, that is just recognition.
Yeah.
It didn't have any deep, mysterious, hidden meanings to me. I didn't go with a conspiracy theorist. Oh, yeah, but you know that he's got to be a racist. So it's like he's probably a massa. And it's like he's just waiting for his Negroes to come up there and feed. I mean, I don't have time for that garbage. Life's too short, man. I got too many things going on today to worry about all that bull. So I'm sorry. I think we're just making a mountain out of a molehill. And unfortunately, the only thing the company did was draw attention to what they conceive as a correction.
And stores are now seeing an uptick. It was like, I suspect, if you look at the new logo, that is the nastiest, cheapest, stupidest.
It looks like any logo that somebody could just sit at their computer and make.
Yeah, anybody could just pull that out.
Yep.
You know, and that was it. Stick it inside an elongated chevron. All done. Boop. Done. We are becoming a little. First off, I don't know where to start with it because I'm thinking, what was so offensive about a guy sitting on a chair, leaning on a barrel? Because quite frankly, out front of all the Cracker Barrels, you will see people sitting on chairs, leaning on barrels.
People sitting on chairs, leaning on the barrel.
I mean, my gosh. It shows you what it is.
Oh, I forgot one more.
Yes.
The cream of wheat man.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, we have just.
All right. You know what? Starting Monday, all Coca-Cola cans will be removed. You know why? Do you have any idea why?
No.
Oh, our poor children. They just can't read it. It's all in cursive.
Thank goodness for this break. Sadly, however, we will return to the Slade and Mayson show.
That's another good one, Mason.
Today in history, August 31st, 1422. Henry V of England dies while in France. His son, Henry VI, becomes King of England at the age of 9 months. His first degree, teething rings for everyone. 1803, Lewis and Clark start their expedition to the west by leaving Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at 11 in the morning. They had to wait till 11 because that's when the Philly cheesesteak places opened up, and they, what's the point of going with that one? 1962, Trinidad and Tobago become independent. They were going to go for one name, but being called Trinibago didn't sound like a whole lot of fun. 1965, the Aerospace Line's Super Guppy aircraft makes its first flight. I don't know how else to explain it, except it's the cargo area is really big, and from the side it looks like, kind of like a little bit like you might say it kind of looks like a super guppy. And finally, 1998, North Korea reportedly launches Kwangmyongsong-1, its first satellite, into orbit. There's no report of any objects that were tracked from the launch. If they did, the pictures of the satellite look very much like Telstar, circa 1962. The satellite was named after a mythical founder of Korea, born in the mountains in 2333 BC. Well, it only seems fitting to be naming a satellite that didn't exist after an individual that never existed. I'm Dan Mayson, and that's August 31st.
Guten Tag. When you're looking for the very best in German outfits for the Third Reich, think of Heinrich. At Heinrich, we carry the very best in starch, wool, and rare. Don't buy things off of eBay. These are made by little peasant girls and boys from previously occupied France. We'll be back to France soon. No, ours are made of the finest Nazi materials. Oh, and by the way, if you need a swastika sticker, we got it all. Wouldn't that look lovely on the side of your new staff car? At Heinrich's, we have the latest selection in military wear for the next uprising. Also, we have an amazing blowout of items from our former Soviet bloc friends, so if you're into black and green, we got your colors. Heinrich has it all. We also have cyanide pills, 12 for $3. That's a real steal. Also, ask about our redneck room, and for your South of the Mason-Dixon line of friends, we'll hook you up. Come on down to Heinrich's, and for all your neo-Nazi needs, you'll be glad you did.
Sorry about that, gang, but now we must return you to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All
I
right.
love it when I can recognize the songs.
Do you know that song?
Yes.
What is it called?
I don't know what it's called. I just recognize the song.
Oh, it's by a fellow by the name of Tommy Riley and his Bratton Band, and it's called the Teddy Bears Picnic.
Ah, yes.
You actually know that. That's interesting. All right. Tell your friends to go away.
Oh, no, it's not. This is it's a commercial that comes up when, when
the porn is, yeah. So anyway, that was the Teddy Bear Picnic.
No, that would be wow.
Chicken wacka wow wow. Yeah, I've come to check your windows out and make sure the window panes are in place.
I have a large pizza with extra meat.
Did you order the anchovies? Well, I don't remember. Come on in. I'm so sorry. I just came out of the shower. Anyway, now.
He knows all the plot twists.
Woo! Glass of wine. All right, now.
They would kill us to do this every day.
It really would. Teddy Bear's Picnic is because today is National Eat Outside Day.
Oh my God.
I bet you thought it had to do with bears. All right, now this portion of the Slade and Mason Show, my cheeks hurt. This portion of the Slade and Mason Show.
Turn my mic off.
Come on down to Heinrich's. We'll get something good for you. All right.
I'm hurt. I'm so hurt.
For all your woolens that you need. Those outfits got to be so comfortable. All right. Now, this portion of the Slade and Mason Show. Hold on. It's brought to you by I See Something, I See Treats. Professional now. Come on, professional. And what is I See Something, I See Treats? Well, it is my buddy Sheila. Calm down. And her husband Al.
I'll tell you what, just say she will definitely cool you off.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
Stop. Go to your room. All right. Hey, she got to.
Hi, Al.
She and Al are going to Hawaii this year. They're going to Hawaii.
Really?
She got in the trip. Yeah. Well, actually, she's got a choice. No. She can't go to. Oh, it's the other one. Okay, so it's gonna be like where's the French Quarter? Where am I thinking?
New
Orleans, or someplace in Georgia. So it's down in our neck of the woods. So yeah, and she can take the trip anytime during the year. So yeah. Anyway. Anyway,
last year you won a trip.
Yes.
You didn't win.
Went to Hawaii. No, there was no way. No, it was like, well, what I did. Well, we'll talk about that offline. But anyway, I did.
Are you going to be on the unemployment line soon?
dream, 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 dream. This portion of the Slade and Mayson Show is brought to you by IC. IC.com. If you're catering a party, a birthday event, you need to give them a call because they will be able to come to your facility in their big, huge red truck. And they have these ice shredding machines that makes a snowfall. And then they put these delicious flavorings on top. And you will be
I don't
amazed.
mean to interrupt you, but you need to commit a sense of urgency because the seasons are changing.
We are. It's starting to shut down. So if you want a really super duper special treat where people will be talking about this for years, give them a call at 804-617-8827. Operators are standing by. They will be able to hopefully get you fit into their schedule. They will come down with their truck. And, oh, man, people, like I said, people will be talking about this for years. All these different flavorings, all these different treats.
Not to mention, all kidding aside, Sam,
delicious.
Alan and his wife they're excellent at what they do. And of course you will feel extremely welcome. So, again, I give them a lot of kidding, but they do know their business.
Yep. 804-617-8827. They're also available on the W's, www.iceywsomethin.
Leave off the G, for goodness sake.
ICEY.com. They're also available on the Facebooks and the Instagrams of the world, which is now what? Meta. There we go. Give them a call.
Yeah, it is a mess.
Just give them a call. 804-617-8827. 804-617-8827. That number once again, 804-617-8827.
You'll be glad you did.
All right. There we go. We are up to speed here. We got that was fun. That was fun. So we did talk about the guy who held his breath last week, right?
Yeah, for 29 minutes.
Yeah. So
I was telling somebody about that this week. It's like, it's amazing some of the things that you can learn in between our tomfoolery here. 29 minutes, that is outrageous. I'll tell you what, just try and see what you can do. Just to do it by chance. I'll bet you won't get 2 minutes.
That's an episode of F Troop. I can't do it. Look, so but I did some research. It turns out that Tom Cruise, who I thought held the record for holding his breath, at 6 minutes 30 seconds, so they can get it all on one shot, was not the longest on screen. It was Kate Winslow. When she did Avatar, The Way of Water.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of water there, man.
She held her breath for 7 minutes, 15 seconds. That,
again, I tell you what, I don't have to worry about it. I have amazing lung capacity, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I can pretty much hold my own. I can hold my breath for a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking 4 minutes or 6 minutes or 7 minutes. Like I say, I'd fall out. I'd hyperventilate, man.
Yeah, but who's doing that type of stuff? I don't know.
Well, like I say, how do you know you're good at that? Another one of those jobs. Like
there you go. Yep.
How do you know you're good at that?
I have a question for you. Look, all right. So I went to Wally World today, yesterday. I went at 1:30 and I went again at 5:30. And the reason I went at 1:30 was to get the oil changed on the 08 Camry. And then one at 5:30 was to get the oil changed on the 97 Corolla, which gave me a lot of time to just wander aimlessly through Wally World. And see all the Christmas decorations and see all the families that are like, oh my gosh, people are just, anyway, but I wound up going down an aisle that I never go down. And that's the aisle for exercise equipment.
Oh, you mean the clothes racks?
Oh, and the staging areas for luggage. You put them on the floor there. Yeah. No. So I went down there, and I'm looking, and I'm going from the right hand side over to the left hand side. The right hand side, it's got hand weights, and you got props and things that stretch and pull, and you can pull it this here, and this is run you. You can run 160 miles, and you get energy pills. And I'm moving to the left, to the right. And the thing's getting more dramatic, and you get these big, huge things that you're pushing it. And then all of a sudden, there's a whole section. It's for, well, if you've strained yourself, here's a therapy band for this, and there's a cooling gel for that, and you can sit down. It's like a brace. There's neck brace. You saw that one. Oh, that was over there. And I'm like, I got a solution, guys. Instead of using all these protective mats or the spine correctors and the recovery kits, just stay the fuck away from them, okay?
Well, see, again, they're already getting you ready for the first lie of the new year. It's like they got all this stuff.
Want to be buff?
And it looks impressive. It looks impressive when you go and you buy that treadmill and you buy that weight set, and you get those chin up things. It's like, and then of course, like I say, you end up hanging your coat on it.
And it's always the same. It's always the same. It's like, oh, this is the year, man. This is the year I'm going to get fit. This is it. I'm changing.
Stopped lying to myself 20 years ago. No, I'm not going to be a better this or a better that. I'm not going to swear off of this and swear off that.
No.
I just will take it as it comes. There were some things that I did naturally.
Yes.
Again, like I say, there are some things that I was forced to do, like I gave up a leg so I could quit smoking.
Yes. Yeah. That's a hell of a trade.
Yeah, it's but at least I learned my lesson. Oh my God. Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to turn the page into the month of September, the fast food industry is working against us. Again, the fast food industry is looking around and saying, well, summer's over. Pumpkin spice, everything is back. Let's see how far we can push the limits of human digestion before we get sued.
Wait, before you start, did you hear about the new Krispy Kreme? No, it wasn't Krispy Kreme. I'll tell you later. Go ahead.
Okay, listen. Here's what I see hitting the menus in September. Now, just pure, unfiltered stomach sabotage. First off, pumpkin spice bacon double cheeseburgers. Because apparently everything must be pumpkin spice. It's like America got cursed by a Starbucks wit, and now we have to sprinkle nutmeg on things that don't even make sense.
I dig it.
Somebody's going to think cheddar and cinnamon, that could work. Ugh.
Yeah.
No, it can't. Can it? That's not seasoning. I mean, that's a war crime. All right, let's talk about Taco Bell's new experiment, the Fall Harvest Chalupa. Basically, it's a tortilla stuffed with turkey gravy, cranberry sauce, and stuffing, like somebody dropped a Thanksgiving dinner into a Doritos bag. And you know what?
I'll take it.
People will eat it. They'll line up at midnight. Nothing screams America more than eating mashed potatoes wrapped in a fried bread while sitting in Taco Bell parking lot.
Starch.
Oh, but Burger King isn't going to let Taco Bell hog all the shame spotlight. Nope. They're going to roll out something like the Whopper Melt Maple Madness. 2 patties, cheese, onions, and a syrup drizzle. Syrup, like your burger is your also breakfast. Congratulations, you just invented pancake meat sadness. Ugh. Now listen, one bite and you're suddenly regretting every decision that you made since 1997. McDonald's? Oh, I'm not going to let the funny place get away. Yes, they pretend that they're classy, but just wait. They're going to bring back the McRib. Not in November like usual, but early September. And why? Because they know Americans can't resist the mysterious boneless thing.
It's
animal taste buds. pig, chicken, gym mat. Who cares? It's smothered in barbecue sauce.
There you go.
And nostalgia. People will drive 40 miles out of their way for it. It's like a pilgrimage.
I still have it. I still have it.
And KFC is going to get bowls with the chicken and curly bucket. All right, fried chicken, sure. But also caramel popcorn, candy corn, and maybe Reese's or two tossed in for, seasonal flavor.
Sounds good.
Because who doesn't want to, bite through a thigh bone and suddenly hit nougat?
Yeah. Chew that
And
thing.
Dairy Queen's pumpkin spice bacon blizzard. Don't even tell me it won't happen. Listen, they've already put cookie dough pretzels, marshmallows, and peanut butter cups in ice cream. Bacon is next. Nothing says romance like watching someone fish a chunk of pork that out of melted pumpkin ice cream with a spoon.
Delish.
Gentlemen, we are in so much trouble. God only knows. Wait till I get to what's going on in October. But there you go. Bon appetit.
Delicious. Did you know that yesterday was National Bacon Day?
I had heard that somewhere, but see again. Listen. Here's because I'm a.
Go ahead.
What is the word? I am a.
Go ahead.
I have no self-control.
Uh-huh.
So it's like if I buy a pound of bacon and I start cooking it, I'm going to cook a pound of bacon and
then
I'm
you can
going
eat
to eat a pound of bacon.
Yep.
Now, 2 days from now, I'm going to feel like living squat because like that's all going to like clog in my arteries and I'm going to it's like, so I don't keep bacon around the house either. And I very rarely get burgers out anyway, but I do very rarely get them with a bacon on it.
I cooked a tray of bacon yesterday and I had like 3 or 4 slices and then my children ate the rest, which was good for me because I didn't want to have too much bacon, but I had to tell you what I did yesterday. Here we go. So being a good little boy, every time there's food scraps, and I'm not talking like meat or fat, I'm talking like onions or potatoes or eggshells, peppers, anything that's left over. I'll go ahead and I have a little tiny container on my counter. I fill it up, and then once a week or whatever, I'll take it out into the corner and I'll dump it. I've been doing that for the past year. Well, about 4 months ago, I'm looking and I'm seeing this weird growth coming up. And I use my, that little Google app that I have, and I look it up and it goes, bling, potato. And I look at the other one and go, bling, ginger. I'm like, what the heck? So, I've thrown scraps of these things out, but apparently some of them took.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
What do you do with the scraps, when you're collecting them? What do you do with them?
So I put them in a little plastic bag, and then I take them out, and I dump the plastic bag, and I take some leaves, and I cover them up.
Oh, so it's natural compost.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I did not understand that.
Yeah.
I was thinking, why is he taking garbage and it's like and playing with it?
Yep.
And, so,
So yesterday, I'm noticing that the potato plants are kind of like wilted over. Now, that's a hint. So just for fun and giggles, I started digging up. I pulled up 2 pounds of potatoes.
Holy moly!
From the scraps, just from the scraps. And then the ginger, I didn't get very much, but I got about maybe usually like what you go to get at the store when you need a big knob of ginger. I mean, for free. That was pretty weird. So
it's like I have the same thing that happens here. It's like because I have all these little containers that have little bits of this and a little bit of that, and it's like you're creating
penicillin. So
no. But it's like, and then it becomes like it becomes like a salad because there's so many different varieties of things in there that you can't put your finger on it. And when you roll it up, when you
oh yeah. So anyway, here's what I did with the
when you go to imbibe, it's like it's just that cornucopia of flavors.
Yeah. So then I took the potatoes and I cut them up after cleaning them, and I threw them into the bacon grease, bacon oil, with some onions and garlic. And oh man, that was really, 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 really.
So you
really,
grew some
really
Dano
good.
potatoes.
Dano potatoes, yeah, basically. So that was the weirdest thing I've ever done. I'm like, what the heck? Anyway, so that's what's
So
going
how
on.
long did it take the potatoes to grow?
So all summer, it was. I don't know when they started because
2
I didn't really
pounds,
plant
man.
them.
That's
That's substantial.
That's a nice haul.
Yeah. Well, now half of them had worms running through them, so I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah, but you got a meal out of it. You got a free meal.
Yeah, basically. Hey, do you know Mark Zuckerberg?
Not personally, but I've heard of him. He's that jerk that runs Facebook.
Yeah. So as you know, he took over like half the island of Hawaii or something like that. He's building like this mega mansion, and he's got the tattoo guy. He's got the little guy going, Buzz, come here. So he's got that going on. Anyway,
Now, hold
he's
on.
pissed
before
off.
you continue,
Yeah.
Here he's going to do this. It's like you see, and 10 or 15 years when we get that big tidal wave that washes out that place, he's going to be all mad because
Well, no. He's halfway up the mountain, so he'll be going. You're all dead. So that will be him while he's in his backyard doing his barbecue. For those of you who know what that a reference is to. No, so apparently he has now built. Okay, so here's what he did. He bought like a bunch of houses in Palo Alto, California, tore them all down, and he's putting up a
mega mansion
in Palo Alto. But the sound of the construction for the past 3 years has been ungodly, and his neighbors are constantly complaining. It is noisy 24/7. Jesus, can you do something about it? Well, in his infinite wisdom, Mark Zuckerberg did finally listen to his neighbors. He sent them all noise cancellation headphones to wear.
Such a thankful, such a grateful young man. Thoughtful. Yeah, see again. And then they wonder why people kill billionaires.
What do you mean? I sent you headphones. You should be happy.
Oh, you asked me a question yesterday, and the answer revealed itself.
What are you talking about?
You told me that the president was missing.
Yeah, and he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
He showed up in Jersey or Virginia. I forget what it was.
I will just tell you this: if you happen to meet the man, please do not shake his hand.
No.
Hey, talk about, since we don't want to get into that. How about South Park, man?
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm waiting for the new one.
I won't spoil it.
We won't go down that road.
These guys, man, you talk about just giving a middle finger. Mm-hmm. A blatant middle finger. It's like,
and just
of course, they've always been trailblazers, and I happen to like trailblazers. Mm-hmm. Again, I was one of the first guys to own a copy of Fritz the Cat.
Oh, okay.
Again, and I have a CD version of it,
which goes on to prove that cartoons are not a quote unquote genre. It is a means of telling a story.
It is.
That's what people need to realize. It is just a means of telling a story. Speaking of telling a story and cartoons, do you have any tattoos?
Nope.
Why not?
I was blessed. You see, God made me one big tattoo.
And he smeared it all over. He did miss a couple of spots, but anyway.
Well, see, again, I was on my back and my hands were down. So.
Stop it. Well,
you started it.
No, you started it. Do you know? So apparently Brazil has a fellow by the name of Leonardo de Souza, and he is known for being the most tattooed man in Brazil. 95% of his body has been inked. 95%.
Now, here's the problem with that insanity.
Uh-huh.
Number one, God made such a beautiful canvas,
Mm-hmm.
why do we think that we can improve or should try to improve on perfection?
Well, see, that's exactly what happened. See, he got into satanic, and so his face looked like he was
See,
the
devil
devil.
told him to do it. So you see, tattooing is
Yep.
devil work.
So he looked like the devil, and he had teeth and
And really nasty looking guy. Apparently, it was so bad he couldn't hold a job because
Of course not.
nobody wanted to work with him. It was so he found religion, and apparently has undergone very painful laser surgery. Do you know how this stuff works?
Yes, it's like you're basically burning a level layer of skin at a time.
Yeah, basically. So for those of you who don't know, you have the ink, right, that goes under the skin. And if it's a deep tattoo, then the laser has to go deep. And it doesn't destroy your skin, but it destroys it. You know what a microwave is, right? So you microwave food, it shakes the food up, and that friction causes the heat. Well, basically the same thing with the laser. It goes in, it breaks up the particles, and then makes it easier for your body to digest it, which happens naturally with a tattoo. If you get a tattoo when you're 5 years old, you won't have that same tattoo when you're 85. Your body will have eaten it up. So what this is doing is just speeding up the process.
Yeah, because you see, the problem is that when you get that butterfly when you're 26, and it's like, and by the time you're 56, it looks like a pterodactyl.
Yeah. With crutches on. Oh, that's it. We're done. Freddie, thank you. Well, boys and girls, that's going to do us. I have no idea what the hell we talked about. We're going to do that for another week.
Boy, it must have been good because my stomach hurts.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mayson.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right, Mr. Slade, say goodbye.
I don't want to.
All right, I'll do it. Goodbye, Mr. Mason. Goodbye, Mr. Slade. See you next week. I know you are, but what am I? I'm rubber, you're glue. With your tape, that's how mean stick to you. I'm terrific then. Bye, everybody.
From Television City, Hollywood.
Oh, it's a baby.
Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack.
I gotta take a nap. I did. I came in here all ready to be all prepared. And now it's like I need a nap.
And maybe a colonoscopy, so you're so full of shit.
Quack, 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 quack.
I also have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter what time of day I call this guy. He is just as funny.
Just don't call me in the morning.
He's even funny in the morning, man. He tries to play like he's a badass, but he ain't bad. Say,
Hey, here's the $10 I owe you.
Oh my God. It hurts.